Three, two, one.
Here we go.
I know there's one thing that happened to you this week. You got a certain something that you've been trying to get for months. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. I got a PS5. So I got it at Walmart, but I could only get the digital one. And I almost didn't get it because, it's like, well, I really want the hard drive one. I really want the one with the disc. So I sold out and I got the only one that was available. And it was a terrible process. So several times I've had a PS5 in my cart, right? My quote unquote cart at different places, Best Buy, Target, the Sony store, you name it. I think I've had like every place but Newegg. I've had something in my cart. And this time I refreshed and it was still in there. And so what I did was I tried to be smart. I said, well, maybe they'll only let me buy it if I get the extended coverage. So I did, and they let me buy it. And it was crazy. I didn't believe it until it showed up in that humongous box. And, I am super excited. So I've only downloaded a couple games, a couple things, that I typically play. Right. So I really haven't gotten to the whole experience yet, but I am so excited because I haven't really done a lot of gaming during the whole pandemic. Just because I've been so busy with so many other things and we were remodeling the house. I mean, you name it, just wasn't a good time to start, gaming. So I played a couple games so far and it's so funny. It's almost like I didn't remember what the buttons were. Kept looking down like, oh yeah, that's triangle. So it was a little challenging, but I bought the Miles Morales Spider-Man game.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. And, I play every Assassin's Creed, so I had to get that one because I'm familiar with the gameplay, so I can really judge the system, right? But I gotta tell you, it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome.
Have you experienced like anything with like the haptic feedback on the controllers or anything yet, or you haven't really noticed that yet?
I haven't really noticed it, but I will know. Well, so I will tell you, like the rumble thing is definitely more pronounced.
Okay.
Right. It's pretty cool. So, the first part of the Miles Morales game, you see him on the subway, he's got his headphones on.
Right.
I mean, just that whole experience is crazy. It's almost virtual feeling. Like you could close your eyes and you could feel every bump and hear the music as if it were in your headphones. It's immersive, right? So far. So I'm waiting to play a game that really can like test the system out. I feel that the two I'm playing would be very similar on PS4.
Right, yeah, because I played Miles Morales on PS4 and I'm curious to see like how big of a leap or like how much of a difference it really is. I'm sure stuff like loading is going to be like way quicker on PS5.
Loading is fast. Even downloading was fast. And it was, you could tell the refresh rate. I mean, you can tell some things are different. But like you said, you really got to do a side by side or at least have experienced the same game on each system to really know. Like when you come up and play the PS5, you'll probably be like, okay, that's crazy. There's a huge difference. Or you're like, then we'll go get a true PS5 game and see. I guess Ratchet and Clank's the one that's coming next, or it's just something else.
Yeah, Ratchet and Clank's like the next like pretty big one coming this year, but we also have Horizon Zero Dawn sequel, God of War sequel, which they're also going to be on PS4, but I feel like the PS5 version, since they're like further out, will probably be like I don't know, like I feel like that would be like a bigger difference, I think.
Yeah, it's just, I just felt pretty awesome when the box came. So, something happened with our AC, so we had a repairman over, right? So he was here, and he's going back and forth to his truck, and I had just gotten the box delivered. So I opened it up, I pulled it out, I put it on the kitchen counter, and I took a picture and I sent it to you, all those kind of things, right?
Right.
And the guy walked by, he goes, "Is that a real PS5?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "I'll give you $600 for it." I'm like, no. I could have turned a quick dime, but I was like, no. In retrospect, since I paid him $480 to do the work. I would have walked out of there with a AC that's working perfectly and $120, but I just didn't want to do it. It was so hard to get it. I
is it worth the hassle?
Yeah, and I resisted going to those crazy secondhand like StockX and all those other places. Like I just said, like the last time we talked about it on this podcast, it's like I just can't do it, man. I probably would have paid a small premium. Like maybe I would have paid $450 for it, right? But that that they're not selling for that. Like those resale guys are like
I saw like $1,000 for one.
Yeah, I mean, come on, dude. Like that's I don't need it that bad. I'll wait. $1,000, I'm walking out here with 2 PS5s. I'm not walking out with one and with one controller.
Right.
And no games. It's crazy. But yeah, man, it's so far, it's pretty nice. The biggest surprise was how fucking big it is. It's huge. I mean, like, so I put this console under the TV, right? In the family room.
Right.
It reaches the TV, like it covers the space between the console and the TV. It is nuts how big that thing is. That freaked me out a little bit. But, once you add like the fan accessories and all the other stuff, that's a honking big old piece of machinery. It's about the size of a 1987 VHS machine. It is freaking huge. It's pretty big. Like, that there's a machine connected to your TV. Trying to figure out a way to hide it. There's no hiding that. It's just not going to be hidden. But I'm going to get all the secondhand stuff. I only have one controller now, so I'm going to get another controller and a charging station. And man, I'll tell you, this weekend's going to be tough. But next weekend, I'm going to get into that thing. I'm talking underwear and beer and just playing. Like, that's all I'm going to do, man. I have a couple of days off, and I'm going to get into that.
We're bound to know like some new games and all that. Hopefully you want to know more about God of War.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be called Ragnarok apparently. So
oh yeah.
And we did last week, they had like an event showing off like the gameplay of Horizon Forbidden West, which is the sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn, and honestly it looked really cool. I still got to finish the first game, but this new one looked really, really fun, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a pretty good game.
Yeah.
I got pretty far before I, ditched it. But yeah, I mean, this whole Norse kick everybody's on. Is everybody gonna make a Norse version of their game? Is that Thor's impact, or like what's going on with that?
I don't know actually. Because for a while everyone was on like the whole Greek thing.
Greek, Egyptian, kind of all over the place. But now we're up in the north.
Yeah, we're back in Norse.
Everything is something Ragnarok.
That's true. Yeah, the Vikings show.
Yeah.
Yeah.